What's up, friend? Welcome back to another Secrets of Strixhaven standard video. Today we're going to have a look at the highest win rate deck list to come out of the Pro Tour, Day 1 and Day 2 combined. This is Selesnya Landfall deck list. You can see right here, this is the overview of Day 1 and Day 2, with a 63.8% win rate over 105 matches, Selesnya Landfall. By the way, the ISA decks aren't looking that scary either. They're just performing average. So Green Landfall is definitely the winner of this tournament, and specifically the Selesnya Landfall deck list. You can also see that it puts 2 players in the top 8 as well, which is pretty awesome. Even though I also love to see an Azorius Tempo deck making it to top 8. And yeah, I had a really good record with this deck myself as well, 4-1, so really nice. Let's have a look at this deck list and what decks it's running and why it's probably better than the mono green landfall deck you may be used to. Now, one of the main cards that this deck is running is 4 copies of Erode. This is a 1-mana instant where you can destroy target creature or planeswalker, and its controller may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So what makes Erode so incredible in this deck is, of course, you could remove your opponent's stuff, but it's even better when you remove your Earth-Banded lands, because you can get 2 landfall triggers out of that, which is huge for a deck like this. That is all about landfall triggering, of course. Like, you have your Saza's Chocobos, who grow whenever a land you control enters. You have your Earthbanner Ascension triggers that are super important. This is probably the most important card in the deck list. 3-mana enchantment, and when it enters your Earthband 2, you search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle, and landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do, if it has 4 more quest counters on it, you put a 1-1 counter on target creature control and it gains trample until the end of turn. That trample is really important for a very powerful card that helps you close out games, which is Mightform Harmonizer, 4 mana, 4/4. Landfall, whenever land you control enters, double the power of target creature control until the end of turn. This deck is actually going back to the ancient tech, as I like to say it, because the very first landfall deck lists were built around Lumbering Worldwagon and Mightform Harmonizer. And this deck actually has 2 copies of Lumbering Worldwagon back into it. The 3-mana vehicle crew 4 power is equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters your attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield tapped, then shuffle. There's one card in here that I am such a fan of, and it's the exact opposite of the wagon. I don't think this card has ever seen play in any of these landfall decks, or like any top decks in general. It's Diadrin Synthesis Amalgam, X green and a white, 0/1 with trample. When Diadrin enters with a number of 1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove a 1 counter from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. This card is actually so unbelievably perfect for this deck list. It's a way for you to also sacrifice your own Earth-Banded lands, which means they return to the battlefield, you get another landfall trigger. But it's also card advantage, which is awesome, allows you to go wide, which you can get out of like stalled board states sometimes. Diadrin is such a spicy inclusion, and I love to see this card in here. And, you know, it feels awesome when you have a Badgermole that Earth-Banded a land for you, and then Diadrin gets rid of it, and you get all of those landfall triggers again. It is absolute peak. Now, something that did surprise me a little bit is there's only 2 copies of HIGHEST Explorer in this deck list. Previously, we've always seen 4 copies of HIGHEST. This only runs 2. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's already playing cards like Lumbering Worldwagon and Erode and stuff. Because, believe it or not, it's pretty easy for you to run out of basic lands in a deck like this because of how fast it can get all of those basic lands out of the deck through cards like Escape Tunnel and Fable Passage. Those are, of course, some of your best lands to animate with the Earthbending, because that gives you 2 landfall triggers. So that's something that you can take, you know, into account. You're trying to maximize those triggers because this deck involves a lot of math. And one thing that I do also like in this is the single copy of Key Knight Curator. This card is so important to break the mirror. If you have these like single targeted graveyard hate effects like Key Knight Curator or a Ghost Vacuum, you can actually exile the Earth-Banded lands when they try to come back from the graveyard and prevent that from happening. That's going to be pretty massive if these decks get more popular on the arena ladder. Back your Ghost Vacuums, back your Key Knight Curators. It'll give you a lot better matchup. And this is playing one of them. And of course, being in white gives you access to a bunch more sideboard cards as well. Like Shelter by Ghost could be awesome too, especially when you're playing against more aggressive deck lists. You have like a big Chocobo, or you put it on your Surak, or whatever else has grown big because of Earthbender's Ascension or Mightform Harmonizer. You gain a ton of life in this deck. So, huge fan of this build. Let's dive into the gameplay and let's see why this deck is the highest winner deck list to come out of the Pro Tour. Let's get started. Get this party started. 2 Chocos? That's pretty cute. We got an Erode. I don't think this is the fastest start we could ever have, though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like almost mulling this. I don't think this is nearly, like, aggressive enough. Oh, there's bushwhacks in here too. 2 bushwhacks. Okay, over Melt Strider, I imagine. Ooh, what do I get rid of? I do like ramping into these guys. Maybe Harmonizer, maybe Bushwhack. Yeah, not a single untap land with 2 Chocos is tough. Just landfall, but only piloted by top 100 players. Yeah, I'm imagining we'll see a reasonable amount of mirrors as well. There's a World Wagon in here. 2 World Wagons, actually. Wow. I keep getting a little surprised by like the cards that I'm seeing. I'm like, wow, really? Sick. So they are back on the World Wagon tech, which was like the OG way to like one-shot people in this deck. Traditional landfall. I guess so. Well, I think I could win here. I think. Oh, let's get some green. Now the issue is, chat, I want to fight this Bristly Bill. I think I'm supposed to do it with Harmonizer. But if they have something like a Royal Treatment, I'm not happy, right? Like, they could also go sacrifice the Promising Vein, you know? Fighting so that, like, crack the Vein, put it to 4. I lose my Harmonizer, I hit him for, like, 17. I could also just give up. I think because I have ISO Explorer in my hand, I think my best bet is to just give up on the wagon and just, like, force the block out. I don't think it's worth it. It's got to be that, y'all. Like, it's got to be that, I fear. And then they just crack the Promising Vein and put it to 4 power. Yeah. Because we could just, like, still clutch it out with this one right here. But that was a pretty tricky move, so we had to, like, take a second to think it through. Arena will be unplayable for the next week because I can never beat landfall. Oh yeah, you're gonna see so much landfall. Whenever you attack, you may remove 1 counter from each of your creatures. Draw a card. Right. Trying to figure out how the hell Diadron works. I still Explorer? I think we just win here, right? Get another crack going. Actually, like, I was gonna say not a whole lot of basic lands in here, but still good enough. Okay. Landfall's fine, they said. Play removal, they said. Yeah, right. Alright, here we go. Harmonizer. GG. I would auto-tap or tap all 4 forests when you have a Bushwhack in hand. Auto-tapper. She's a mystery for real. Okay. There's a Restoration Magic in here even. Interesting. I think also just like Selesnya just makes so much sense as well because it's such like a mirror breaker too, you know? We definitely want more Hydras. I don't think we need Surak. We definitely do want Shelter, I goes, because that's a nice nice card in a mirror. Diadron. Erode is a bit weird because like obviously we can erode our own lands and that's pretty good. But we definitely don't want to target our opponent's creatures. I mean, obviously, like, you know, removing a Harmonizer or an Isil would still be worth it. There's only, surprisingly enough, only 2 Isils in this deck. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because I felt like Isil's so cracked in these decks. Only 2 of them. Just now realized. This deck holds many surprises. Many surprises. I feel like maybe I could 1 Erode. We cut some Llanowar Elves, because it's not really about, like, ramping in this matchup, necessarily. You don't really need to go crazy. Keynet Curator is very nice, like, anti-mirror attack. Could also see myself just do this. Go a bit greedier, you know? Azorius Control. Why don't you play Jeskai? That deck at least works. Azorius Control is like actually like shooting yourself in the foot and then trying to run a marathon. It's like Azorius Control, like you miss out on all the good cards. Like you miss out on the Resonating Loot, you miss out on the Red Paradigm, you miss out on like Jeskai Revelation. Like the only reason to play Azorius in this meta is because you hate yourself. Yeah, you hate yourself or you just love CGB. It's one of those two things because it makes no sense to play. Or I guess, of course, like you have no wild cards, but it's like you really just have like some internal hatred to work through if you actively choose to play like Azorius Control when Jeskai is right there and is pretty fucking good, you know? Yeah, you choose Magic on hard mode if you do that shit. Yeah. Azorius cards in Hexhaven. True, I guess. I don't hate getting rid of the Badger here, to be honest. Nah, but like, I don't mean it to be harsh, but like, you know, when Jeskai is actually like pretty fucking solid and like 4-color control, arguably pretty solid too, and then you choose to play like the color that just lacks. You know, I'm a Rakdos girly at heart too, but I also know that if I play Rakdos in this meta, I just fucking shoot myself in the foot. And I'm gonna probably lose the majority of my games, like it sucks. Certain color combinations just don't get the love. I mean, you can play blue-white in this meta, but you're playing like Momo or Tempo. I feel control really needs the extra colors. It's Wild Team Revelation on turn 5 now. It's really a game changer, isn't it? Ooh, this opponent's out of... They're out of lands. Interesting. Probably can deny to fetch too. Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna like develop my board and, you know, get a bit over the top with it. You've only played Azorius Control since the game came out. It's been years. Can't cheat my beloved. Nah, that's... You know what? I fucking respect that. I fucking respect that. And I wish you the best. But hey, if you ever feel like going easier on yourself, you're still not betraying your love for blue-white control by adding some red into it. You wouldn't like... You know... You'd be a bit nicer on yourself. Baggin'. Yeah. I do love to see that. Let's go Sheltered and grab the Bristly Bill. The Mirror Mill Control. I think that's just like a, you know, your average like best of one cheesy deck, you know? I could play Diodrin here. Probably better just going up east, though. Yeah, like Erode and Shelter are premium for sure. The Mirror Mill players, I mean, you know, they just do it for the love of the game, to be like haters. The Mirror Mill isn't like winning tournaments or anything. They're not the worst. They're not the worst. I wish I could exile that, but I don't have mana. Yeah, you cannot crew that. Alright, we destroyed him. I mean, then again, like, it's basically the mirror, but we have a whole nother color. So we should always be in a pretty good spot, I guess. Ooh, I see a road. Alright, let us keep this. Your Traumatic Critique and Math Magics. Enjoy. Boom. Also, nah, go crazy. Alright, we're against Prowess. Depending on what version of Prowess they are, we're chilling or we're cooked. But then again, we have white, so we are in a little bit of a better spot anyway. Choco, no! Choco, no! I mean, I could have played that differently. I could have, like, waited to Choco and then done the escape tunnel. That was probably the better play. Assuming they always have removal, you know, anyways, so... Could have probably done that. Anyway. Math Magic's card you never think would be playable and then surprise everybody. Yeah, I mean, mostly because of the Resonating Loot for real, though. Like, the Resonating Loot just changed everything, I'd say. Because normally you're like, how the fuck are we gonna get to like 16 mana in it, or 14 mana in a game, right? Like X is 6. Yeah, it found a way, I guess. I think I have to get rid of this otter. Okay, I guess I'm not. Get hit by spears, but that does open the way for wagon, so worth, I guess. How in the hell am I gonna get out of this one? I mean, I know how, but the opponent needs to fuck up. You know? There's one way out, which should just be setting up Harmonizer and an escape tunnel and then GG, but they need to attack with everything and tap out, and we need to be alive, so good luck, gamers. But I really do think I fucked up with that Chocobo. I should have just left him, like, should have just played Mom Tour 2. Oh, fuck. I pray I live. I pray they attack. Loot is the key to everything, yeah. I think they'll have Prowess Brain. Like, surely they'll attack with everything. Yep, they got. Yep, that's Prowess Brain for you right there. Yep. Oh my god, the choke oboe. Bye, bestie. Enjoy your hits, I guess, that you did on me. They mad. The forgotten tech of the Lumbering Wagon and Harmonizer. Sick that this deck kind of like went back to the roots of the original list. So sick. Alright, Prowess. Lost the Prowess Brain. Yeah, Aggro Brain. We want Sheltered. Daedrin is probably a bit too ambitious. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Big Red is back, yeah. I wonder if I go Hydra in here. I feel like they have too much interaction for the Hydra. Did it reveal what Liliana they were reprinting? No, they revealed nothing about Lily. Keeping that a secret. I don't know if Erode is... I mean, it's pretty fine, but... We have a little bit more removal here, too. Bushwhack is probably a bit too ambitious, but... First video of yours I saw was the Clive red deck list. Nice. Yeah, no, that is literally, like, on the comeback with Torch of Defiance. Like, that'll be such a... incredible addition, you know? You bet Lily 6. Would we have... If you mean Dreadhorde General, that's already standard legal, though. So... It's not gonna be that one. Lily of the Veil, Lily of the Veil. Please. Yeah, the 3 mana one. Oh my god, I would love that so much. But I doubt it, because that one left standard not too long ago anyway. No, I mean, there's so many Lilianas. Maybe it's like a shitty one, like Liliana 4 or some shit. No shade to like Liliana 4, but... You gotta make sure I protect my little guy. Yeah, we just go escape tunnel, I think. I may as well cricket now. Yeah, I'm not too, like, tuned into the lore. Maybe there was, like, a... Whatever Liliana Planeswalker was, like, printed while Jace was in love with Liliana. It's probably that one. Because he's, going crazy. Kind of lacking some stuff here. I mean, I could have, like, animated the passage if I waited with this, but... He wasn't in love, he was simping. Well, whatever Lily was legal when he was simping. Because he's trying to fix all his, like, fucking... His ex-girlfriend, his current girlfriend, like... He's crazy, man, Jace. Jace's, incel, like, arc, I fear. Making all the women that he liked perfect in his own way. Yeah. Wild. Okay, well, we're a little flooded here, I'm afraid. Ooh. See how this plays out. Yeah. I mean, like, he knows ball for making Hexhaven, though. Like, I kind of hate him. I hate him for everything. And I think he's fucked up for, like, changing, like, these, like, characters. But Hexhaven is a slay, and you can't take that away from him. Hexhaven slays, okay? The fact that we get Rakdos, listen, like, I'll give you that one, Jace. I'll give you that one. Literally the last hope. Yeah, possibly. I could see that one. I don't hate the idea of hitting this Edimer Crab with a road. We'll see, though. Just on their turn, I imagine. Who amongst us wouldn't create an alternative reality with an evil magic school? I mean, there's a lot more, like, lore implications behind him, like, changing up everything, right? Like, that's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. And of course, like, you know, the energy of just being like, hey, I know better than everybody, so this world, so much better. That's like a crazy implication regardless. But, you know, I guess he's in his, like, supervillain era, so... I'm still shocked that Tem ended up being the snitch, though. Like, that really shocked me a little bit, not gonna lie. Sure. Them being, like, the agent. Well, at least it's a Basing say out of, like, all the lands we could have hit. That's, like, something at least, but... Is a savior complex? I mean, if that's what we call in it. Do I shelter the Edimer Crab? I mean, I guess so. I don't know. I can only activate Basing Say if I activate Fabled Passage here. Is it worth it? Probably. I mean, I think Jace messed up everything, even, like, the history of the world and stuff, right? Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like, do I just, I wonder if I actually bump up this, because then I get it out of Seer range. They do play Seer. I think it's worth it. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it, like, I've seen, like, lore people say that obviously by, like, changing Chandra and, like, getting rid of her hot-headedness, like, it, like, a whole revolution is, like, did not happen and shit, which would implicate very bad things for the story. Like, it's really wild. I think if you try to make sense of the lore, it's just thrown. It's just thrown. I think you can't make lore. I think you can't make sense of Jace's new world, but Druins were playing for sure. She saved her country. Yeah, and, like, I guess now she doesn't. So GG to everybody that lives there, or whatever. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Whatever you want, Jace. Might Form Harmonizer. Okay, maybe we could do something with that. I mean, I guess I'll try this. I fear, like, a bounce could be happening, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, we'd be chilling hard, but... This is still pretty decent, I'd say. The little forest that could. We're, like, fully flooded out, but... We can bounce. Oh yeah, doesn't Flood Maw say, like, non-land or something? Right. But Bounce Off could... No, they don't play that card anyway, do they? I'm pretty sure Bounce Off could still do it, though. Bob Maul works on Earth, but at land still. Right. Also. Digimon. Digimon. Well, y'all. I wonder if I just like bump up this guy. Make it 3 power, a little bit more significant, I guess. Eddie? I mean, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, but we are at 32 life, so that puts me in a more enjoyable range. Wait, they're stunning Badger Mole Cub? I mean, how the hell are you gonna do 32 damage to me, though? Okay, sure. Maybe I'm missing something, but that felt interesting. Forbidden Etherize. Uninstall immediately. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 32 damage feels a little ambitious, isn't it? Damn, Shelter by Ghost is putting into work, man. Just gotta hit a land. Easy. Alright. Light work, no reaction. Just destroying prowess. Awesome. Wow, you love to see it. Ascension is good, but... I mean, I guess we don't know what the opponent's playing, so this feels sus, right? Okay, same shit. Well, 8 mulling to 5, so I guess I gotta try something. Escape tunnel, I guess. All right. Well, let's play this banger, actually. Yeah, the Chocos don't like me, which is so sad because I like them. Well, we got one here now, but you're a bit too late, I fear. Set up the wagon. Wagon wheel with 2C. Don't worry about it, guys. This opponent's only gonna have, like, 100 removal spells. Fear not, fear not. I think they may be playing the new Soul Deck control deck, I guess. I was gonna say I could try swinging with the thingy here, but Rip Choco. Alright, opponent, this is where you tap out for no reason at all, and I can live my best life. How's that sound? Next turn, I mean, not right now. Next turn, next turn. Yeah, no sussy tree. Back on the old school tech of the wagon. You gotta respect it. The old wagon tech. Okay. Do I gamble on the Harmonizer? Do I gamba? No. Or do I Fabled Passage? Sure is a choice, yeah. Yeah, they clearly have some removal in here, don't they? I do feel the urge, because I think if it's hexed, then I'm good to go. I could try. I'm gonna Gamba. I'm gonna Gamba. Here I go. It's not gonna work. Hit. What if I'm supposed to bushwhack for a land here? Or why not? I don't think they're gonna have any targets for bushwhack in a long time. Yeah, 2 mana removal in my black decks? Nah, and nah. We have to be, I think I fucked up, you guys. I'm gonna lie. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna swing. Hold on to his elves, because I'm just expecting a board wipe. I think I am in trouble, but... Yep. New board wipe. Yeah, it's that fucking Sultai control deck, man. I'm not really sure what I can do about all of that. It's like a pretty tough matchup for us, unless I have a bunch of like protection spells, you know? I mean, they have 6 cards left in their hand right now, so... You're shocking that? Oh gosh, okay, I see. Never mind. Causing Say is the answer. Well, they got a Eugene now too, so I don't know. Feels a bit impossible, boss. Both planeswalkers capable of removing shit. I think this game is too far gone, I fear. F's in the chat. Well, definitely seeing a lot of people making an effort to beat us the fuck up. For sure. Kind of tricky. I think the wagon is really good. Maybe less erodes. Planeswalker control, yeah. It's just however you want to perceive it, I guess. I could start off with a Choco here. May get hexed. I'll do a little bit more. I'll put some effort into protecting my little Choco. World's most obvious snakeskin being held up here. What the hell, sure. Just interestingly enough, this deck has no like artifact or enchantment hate. Interestingly enough. Alright, I want to make sure that I animate the non-basic lands in case they're gonna lobotomy us. Don't mind me, just coming through. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Nothing to see here. Paired roots. I'd like to develop Surak, but I think we gotta start off with Earthbender Ascension here. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Hold it. I think I am gonna crack it here. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Snakeskin doesn't give indestructible, right? God damn it. Shit. Oh well. The restoration magic does. Another Earthbender's Ascension. Interesting. I guess I do set that up. Tamio safekeeping. Isn't that... I think that card's out of standard, isn't it? Not a whole lot of basics left. Also, like, diversify my threats a little bit here. Etherized. Bet. Here I go, gamers. I doubt it. I doubt this works. Oh. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Got him. Alright. Yeah, Restoration Magic is your Hexproof Indestructible card. Super effective, yeah. Run that back challenge. If my Chocobos want to show up, they make all the difference, you know? Come here, Chocobo. Come here, Choco. Libby's still in the chat. Is she still grinding? Oh shit, the Chocos? No green untapped, sadly, but still a key. Oh, let's go. Temple Garden off the top. I am a real gamer. I'm a real gamer. Start off with this. I will grow the little guys. Get him out of like 2 toughness range for a Withering Curse. Neo 25 stream streak, thank you. No undefeated players left. 4, 9, and 1 players. Oh shit. Yep, this is where it gets scary. Cornucopia makes that Withering Curse look real nice. I like the idea of Surak. But I think the best bet is to just go Choco. Badger, Animate Passage. Lock into that, you know? It's probably Bitter Triumph or something. I'll crack it. Crank it. Hit the green. Damn, okay, okay, they're at 6. That's a good number. They shocked in that passage, so I was convinced they had something. Oh, here comes the curse. Wee woo. No way to avoid that one, sadly. I guess they probably just didn't want to use whatever they had because, you know. Yeah, 3 mana wipe the board. Cornucopia, Withering Curse deck's crazy. Okay, let's see what card we get first. Protection. Ah, sad. Okay. Yeah, it's gotta let it die. Say, where are you? You. Yeah, fuck that. Can't let that live. We shoot it on our upkeep, I think. All right. Doesn't get there yet, though. No. New professor. Shit. All right, give me something of the top. Give me protection of the top. One time. Good soul. Yeah, part of me wants to go face because, you know, we draw a card, but I think we have to send it here, right? Gotta get rid of that. I'm getting too much life. Okay, opponent, this is where you have nothing for a little bit. You let me breathe. Damn. Diadrin. Hold on. Potential diva. X is 5. Worth. Thick. Very thick. I am definitely supposed to draw a card with this, so it's just I just think it's so unbelievably cool how this deck plays Diadrin. Like, what the fuck? Like, that, I love that card. I've always loved this card. And here it is, you know. I think that's just so insane. Omi, that's an artifact creature. You know that, right? No, they don't. They've never seen Diadrin in their lives. You could have killed that. Or are you just getting a lucky top deck regardless? Oh, okay. No. They just knew Diadrin. They just knew they were gonna find Hex off the top. Don't mind them. Oh my god. Opponent with, like, the biggest throw ever, and they just get rewarded. Crazy. Opponent literally sold there, but crazy. Literally sold, but yeah. How many basics do I have left? No, I think they genuinely just did not know that Diadrin was a an artifact that they could hit, of course. Still got a token and a card thanks to their misplay. No, it's true, it's true. We take him, we take him. I kind of just want to like spread out my damage here, but I'm worried about the double cornucopia, man. Okay, another land. Nice. Okay, so 5, 6. So this is going in for 5. There's no way for me to win here, right? Tracking that fabled passage represents 2 counters, so that is the same. I'm nervous. Did we do it? Oh my god, they found another land. Let's go. Okay, we got lucky there with them hitting like 3 lands in a row, but they got insanely lucky with that hex when like... Alright, let's keep this. Joko! I'm gonna start referring to Wimpy as a nun from now on. Oh, so cute. Yo, double Chocobo start. Did I win the lottery? As my opponent probably has Maelstrom Pulse, but we just ignore that. Maelstrom Pulse? Who? Never heard of her. Here we go. Man, this Ice Cliff goes hard. Yep, more Golgari. Dazing say. I kind of wanted to develop the wagon, but I think I'm supposed to shoot the badger still while it's like impactful, you know? Alright. The Verge. Okay, that did it to him. Oh man, alright. It's crazy how many people just like give up the second you play this deck, but I mean, I also think it is just like the best deck in the format, so it's like... let's go, Surex. Snakeskin, probably like these guys. Probably Restoration Magic, everything's gonna get killed. Keen-Eyed Curator. Do we need uppies? You know what, I was actually thinking about, like, when I was at the zoo with L. It's wild, like, when you go to a zoo in the Netherlands, there's raccoons. Which is probably crazy for the besties that are in North America. Like, what the fuck would there be raccoons in a zoo? But they got them here. As I'm looking at uppies, because it's like, yeah. Bushwhack out, maybe? Yeah, they're cute. You guys do still have raccoons in zoos? I didn't think y'all would because they're like so common over there. I get rid of like Llanowar elves. I feel like Llanowar elves are like expendable probably. What the hell, sure. There's a raccoon in my local zoo. It's because they snuck in there to steal food. Yeah, right. Yo, Eve. Hope you're doing good. Copenhagen Zoo. Copenhagen Zoo used to have the sewer rat exhibit. Whoa. I would go there. Alright, let's keep this. The OG, yeah. I mean, this looks like a fine curve. Nothing, like, busted here, but... just fine. Just develop a... Yeah, it is always a bit sad when you see so many basic 4s, because you're like, man, I would rather, like, fetch them, but... Yo, thanks for your amazing content. 3 months, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Adeline, thank you. Hope you guys are going well. They're going pretty good, because we're playing something busted, so it helps. I'll just develop the Badger. Playing the highest win rate deck at the Pro Tour right now, at least like from the established archetypes, so... they're kind of like devouring us right now. I fear. Best I can do is set up Surak. Okay. And what was the win rate for Golgari? Oh yeah, Golgari had a 75% win rate against Green Landfall, but they only saw 3 matches, or 4 matches, so it's a very small sample size. And 1-2 against the Selesnya Landfall deck. Didn't really do a whole lot with that, I guess. I could bushwhack the Badger. Hold on a minute. We should probably go like if I do Forest, Earthbander's Ascension, animate that. Guess so. And then bushwhack the Badger. And then send this here. It's probably your best play, I think. Alright. 4 forests clean. Escaped on one crack, it gets the 1/1 counter going at least. Okay, say less. The fuck. I don't have to give up on Surak. We take those. Okay, okay. Well, they definitely were not in the mood to play against Landfall. I can't really blame them, to be honest.